Welcome to 90 Plus Tactics with Gyampoh. We are going through a tactical breakdown of what ensured between Inter Milan and Barcelona at the Montjuic on Wednesday, 7 p.m. when the game began. The 3-3 draw between the two sides was what inspired is inspiring our tactical breakdown. Join me as we go together through it. So, Inter Milan traveled to Spain to meet Barcelona in this game. When you check these two teams, this season they've been very good. They've been very good in the Champions League. When you check Barcelona, they score a lot of goals. Inter Milan too are the best defensive team. Barcelona are the best attacking team. Inter Milan are the best defensive team. Before Inter Milan were meeting Barcelona in this 3-3 trailing encounter, Inter Milan had considered only 5 goals. Only 5. So defensively, they were okay. They were keeping clean sheets at the Giuseppe Meazza. As for Giuseppe Meazza, when from the group phase till they got to the quarterfinals, at the Giuseppe Meazza, before they meet you, they were keeping clean sheets. So Inter Milan are the best defensive side, and it shows in the system the system they play. Also, when you check Barcelona, they score a lot of goals. Hansi Flick has brought a new style into Barcelona. When you check Barcelona are the kind of tiki-taka football team where they take the ball, they play their opponent into submission, they pass the ball around, and make sure they create chances from what they do. So when Hansi Flick came, Hansi Flick is a German coach. He comes, he adds the high intensity octane football into it, and it fits with the Barcelona style of play. And when you check the squad he has, it's a very good squad. Even though Barcelona will need improvement in some areas to help their team get to the certain level Pep Guardiola and Luis Enrique sent to them. So I think Hansi Flick has done a good job. When you check these two managers, Hansi Flick plays the high octane attacking football, and then Simeone Inzaghi is also reserved a little with his team. So for Barcelona, they went with a 4-3-3 formation, where in goalpost was Wojciech Szczesny, at right back was Jules Koundé, left back was Gerard Martin, a defensive partnership of Inigo Martinez and then Pau Kubasi, a midfield three of Frankie de Jong, Dani Olmo, and then Pedri, a front three of Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres, and then Rafinha. So these were the players that started for Barcelona. For the Inter Milan side, Simeone Inzaghi, the manager, began with Jan Sommer in post. He went for a 3-5-2 formation as they do his formation. He plays always. So he went for Jan Sommer in post, a back three of Acerbi, who is the main centre back, the left centre back of Bastoni, and the right centre back of Bisek. A midfield 5, where he had 2 wings back, the left wing back of Di Marco, and then right wing back of Denzel Dumfries. 3 central midfielders of Henrik Mkhitaryan, Nicolo Barella, and Hakan Çalhanoğlu, and the front 2 of Marcos Thuram and then Lautaro Martinez. So it played out as we envisaged. I didn't expect this number of goals from Inter Milan. I didn't think Inter Milan would have scored 3 goals against Barcelona. I was expecting Barcelona to have won, because Barcelona create a lot of chances. I have said earlier on that Barcelona are not clinical. If Barcelona are clinical, if they were clinical in this game should have ended like 7-4 if Inter Milan's outside goal was not overruled. And these two teams were good in the game. I always said that Inter Milan wanted to control the transitions in the game, so they will sit back. And Inter Milan are not shy. They are not shy or ashamed. They know they fear anybody. If there were instances in the game where in the first half, Marcos Thuram, who was the number 9, who would always engage the centre back, came even in his own box to defend. And that was one thing that I felt helped them before they conceded the first goal. That first goal by Lamine Yamal was incredibly brilliant. He picked up the ball. There were 4 players around him, Bastoni and the likes. He didn't care about them. Went for the take on 1-2 and then put the ball past Jan Sommer. It was a nice goal. Those players played very well. I think Inter Milan had a plan that they'll score the first goal. After scoring the first goal, and then they'll set back. It helped. It worked for them. Now, I think one of Inter Milan's weapon is the set piece, especially the corners. Against Bayern Munich, they scored 2 goals from corners at the Giuseppe Meazza. If you remember, they were all out swingers. So when the first one that was scored by Lautaro Martinez, it was an outswinger from Di Marco on the left side. You guys should notice at the Giuseppe Meazza, it will be one of their weapons. I think Barcelona should rehearse more for Inter's set piece at the Giuseppe Meazza. So against Bayern Munich, you realize that DiMarco plays an out swinger from the left, comes in. There's some one or two Bayern fails to clear, and then the guy squares the ball into the net. Then 5 minutes later, on the right, Hakan Çalhanoğlu goes there, plays an out swinger again, and then the guy attacks. Now in the Barcelona game, those two set piece goals, there's a certain thing Inter Milan do. Acerbi, because of his height and his area ability, is forced to go and engage Barca's best player in the air. So in the game, when the game began, it was Inigo Martinez who could have done more in the air. He went to engage him. Then another player, which is Marcus Thuram, goes to stand on Jules Koundé. The thing is, Denzel Dumfries has been told that when they are playing the corners, he should be the guy nearest to the post. So you can check from the first goal, when the ball ricocheted off Acerbi, he came to him, he was the one near the post, and then that overhead kick he scored. Good, from those 3 goals, the set pieces are one of their weapons. They'll attack, I think at the San Siro, they'll attack Barcelona with those set piece goals. For Barcelona, Lamine Yamal was good in the game. Okay, so for the two teams, I think we should give, combined, we should give some players the thumbs up from this game. I'll give Acerbi a good thumbs up because he played very well. Defensively, he was good. His aerial doors, ability, even on the ball, was not so bad. Lamine Yamal, this guy, Charlie, he know the ball play. Only ball. Lamine Yamal, this is the definition of a generational talent. Even at 17, he's been tagged that way. And the guy is very, very good. Pedri. Now I understand why the Barcelona has a lot of PR, and so they are pushing Pedri for the Ballon d'Or. Now I understand why. The guy was very good. His ability on the ball, even off the ball, you can go and check his ball recoveries and interceptions. There's a particular way you see Pedri doesn't go to ground when he's tackling, but yet still he wins the ball back. Do you know what he does? When the opposition is holding the ball, he just moves around you and then obstruct your front lane, or he moves in front of you and then just pick the ball in front of you. So it's like you are running with the ball, but he's following you little by little. He jogs, come in front of you and picks up the ball. So you realize that he doesn't foul players more often. He doesn't go to ground like the other players who do in tackling. And I think Pedri was good. In all, let's give all the players. There was a lot of fatigue in the game. So I think if some of the level of the players dropped, it was because of the fatigue, because it was very high intense. The intensity of the game was high. We will say the two teams performed. It's all to play for at the Giuseppe Meazza, where I think Barcelona have a better opposition in Inter Milan than they did. So thumbs up to all the two managers, and let's hope for the best at the Giuseppe Meazza. This is 90 Plus Tactics with Gyampoh. Adios.